Alright, so as you can see, the profile that I'm showing you on my screen, can't really read that, we'll click it up in a little bit, is banned. So it says your account has been banned due to terms and service. Your account has been permanently banned. So a lot of people watching this video are gonna want to know how we got to the permanent ban. Well, I'm gonna tell you. So it all started, if you watch my other videos, I have a couple, you'll see I'm the Angry Collector. That's my profile. That is my profile, my blood, my sweat, my tears. Blood from punching stuff, tears from trying to fight the Adaptoid without a Ronin, sweat from being in a hot attic playing this game. It all starts, I started the game, I was about 40, level 40 something, 50, and I had a couple friends that played this game. Well, they were playing it long before I ever played it. Basically, I wanted to play with them, I wanted to be in their alliance, so I head over to Facebook, and I see somebody selling an account. That's this account that you see right here on the screen. Unique Technique, Star-Lord. When I first got it, I think he had like a Star-Lord, a 4-star Star-Lord, a Scarlet Witch, and somebody else that was 550. I got all these characters. Hyperion, I basically bought, when he was new, I bought that 1,000 units for the crystals, and I got Hyperion. And Hyperion has literally been my favorite character from me opening him till now, and I have him on my profile. I love Hyperion. I love him to death. I have Medusa 550. I have Hyperion 550. I love Hyperion more than Medusa. She has her stuff, but he's just a god. SP1 or parry, heavy, SP1 all day. Build them, incinerate charges. But back to the story. So I'm on Facebook. I see somebody selling their account. $100. I'm looking at the account. I'm like, man, this is well worth. He shows me, he sends me pictures. Literally he had Suicide Masteries on, so everybody PI was a lot higher. I was like, man, this account is well worth $100. So I send him money on PayPal. I'm not going to say his name. I send him money on PayPal. He's like, oh, me and my, let me click off this. There we go. No. I sent him money on PayPal. He's like, oh, me and my buddy can't figure out how to get this money out. I'm like, all right, well, what's your email? I'll send you money through the bank. So I sent him his $100. I got the profile. I'm ready. I can do master mode. This is before Uncollected. I can do master mode. All that fun stuff I can do. I can join my friend's alliance. I can kill Kang every time with my Star-Lord, ripping through Alliance Quest. For that Voodoo, I literally grinded out 6.5 million points. I know it doesn't sound like a lot now, but back in the day, I literally was like, every hour, I was just grinding it out. So, I'm playing the profile. All is well. 4 or 5 months go by, probably 4 months. 3-4 months go by. I got all the characters I want. I'm stacking up 3 stars. I'm stacking up, or 3-star crystals. I'm stacking up premium hero crystals. I'm stacking up 4-star crystals. I don't think I had any 5-star crystals at this. This is when they were first rolling them out. As you can see, my Star-Lord is duped 455. I love this profile. So, for 3-4 months, everything's fine. And then I'm logging in, and I get this screen over here. If you look, it says, you have been logged out because you're signed in on another device. I'm like, what? Signing on another device? What the hell is that all about? So, I'm like, that's weird. I sign in, boots it out. I'm playing, everything's fine. So, I'm going about. I log in, and I go to my crystals. I had like 3 4-stars saved up. I know, like I said, it doesn't sound like much now, but back in the day, it used to be a lot harder to get 4-star crystals than it is now. I log in. all my crystals are open. All my daily crystals, like I used to not, I'm uncollected. Now I get my ass handed to me, so I'm always opening the uncollected daily every 4 hour crystals. But back then, I was able to stack them up every 4 hours because I didn't really need them. You know, I really didn't need them. The game was good. It wasn't like it is now, where it's like you find yourself dying all the time. And but basically, he opened that. I bought, there was a deal for $10 where it was like a 99 signature awakening gem. You awaken the guy, he goes straight to 99. It was like $5 or $10. He opened that. He opened all my daily crystals, all my crystals. Every crystal I would get, he would just open. Like I had literally like so many level 1 potions in my overflow because he opened all my crystals. Like I don't even know why he did it. It's like, man, if you knew you wanted to play, maybe down the road, don't sell me your profile. So, you know, I'm like, okay, I can live with this, whatever. You know, I love this game. I'm living with it. He's opened my stuff. I'm like, whatever, you know, it is what it is. On a Sunday, I sleep, I get up, I try to log in. What he did is he went and changed the password. I'm like, I don't want to cuss, you know. I'm like, hell no. Hell no. So I message him, it's a him. I message him on Facebook. I'm like, look, dude, I paid you for something. I need you to get out of my stuff. And he blocked me from messaging him. He didn't block me completely, just from messaging him. So I'm like, okay, well, let me call my bank. Obviously, I send it through the bank. I'll do the fraud. I call my bank. The bank's like, well, we can't give you your money back. I'm like, what do you mean you can't give me money back? They're like, the way that he sent the money to you, it's like you just gave him the money. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. So that's a screen I got. Let's do this. This was the profile I had. I loved it. And this is the screen I would get sometimes. Now, after that, let's do this. Let's just go straight to that one. So basically, I message him and I'm like, dude, I need you to get off the stuff. So man, I'm calling Google Play. I'm calling Kabam. Never in a million years call Kabam because they don't pick up their goddamn phones, which if you've ever tried to call like a corporation like Facebook, Craigslist, they don't answer their phone. It's all email. Forget email. You know, like I said, I'm trying not to cuss. Forget email. So I finally get a hold of him. I'm like, look, I bought this profile from somebody and they're logging into it and blah, blah. And they're like, oh, well, we can't, you know, it's against the terms and service to buy a profile. I'm like, look, I spend anywhere from $50 to $100 a month on this game. You're really going to sit and tell me this? And the guy was like, okay, well, what's your purchases? What's your all this fun stuff? If you've ever had to do anything with them, you know what they ask. So I tell him everything, like, okay, here's what we're going to do. Well, what's your password do you want? I'm like, oh, here's the password I want. So I change the password. What happens is when I change the password, it emails it back to his account that he has set up. So he does that. I contact Kabam again. I'm like, look, he's still logging into my stuff. We changed the password. They're like, okay, what we need you to do is start a new profile, a new account with a different email. I'm like, all right, do that. Get up to like level 3 or 4 or whatever, and then I hit them up. They're like, okay, well, we changed the email and this and that. So I'm logging in. I'm like, oh, cool. So he does it again. He changes the password again. I can't log in. So I get with Kabam, and Kabam just, you know, can't help. They're just not helpful. So I'm like, okay, well, let's do some sleuthing here. I jump on Facebook. I see where he works. I see where he lives. Don't ever put your Facebook where you work on your Facebook. You do that, you give it, you ever do anything to anybody, say anything to somebody you don't like, they know where you live. They can track you down. So he lives in, I'm not going to say where he lives. I call my brother. I'm like, hey, dude, we're going to have to go up to this dude's house, and he's in New Jersey. You ready? My brother's like, hell yeah. And don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm about to maybe catch a court case over 100. It was more than 100 because of the money I spent. Over $100. Yeah. You know, if you do something wrong to somebody, you need to be taught a lesson. So, basically, you know, I'm doing a job one morning, and I'm like, you know what? He's got where he works on here. I call up his job. I'm like, is so-and-so in there? Like, yeah, let's see. He gets on the phone, and I'm like, hi, my name is Charles Lindbergh. I'm calling from Lindbergh & Associates. Derek Collier is suing you in the court of law because he paid for something from you and he's not getting what he paid for. Oh man, you wouldn't believe how fast he unblocked me on Facebook. Oh, it wasn't me, it was my buddy. He's like, what do you need from me? I'm like, look, I need your email, I need this and that, and he logged into his email, he gave me his stuff. I was able to literally lock, change a password, all that fun stuff. But I got to the point of the game where it was I got fired from my job because of it. So I think whatever. It got to the point where it was overwhelming. I was playing it all the time. I got a family. My wife's getting mad at me. So I'm like, you know what? Forget it. How do you download a mod for this game? So I download a mod. It's the mod where you download it and it's like a one-hit kill or something like that. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. I run Labyrinth of Legends. I run Labyrinth of Legends in 1 day. And anybody that's ever ran that knows it takes longer than 1 day to run Labyrinth of Legends. So I finished Labyrinth of Legends finished Labyrinth of Legends, and this is back before Killmonger could easily beat Spider-Man. Dude, Spider-Man, I took Hyperion with me. I had to literally wait for his SP3s to hit up. Took Hyperion, basically I got 100% on it. I would log in, it was all good, and one day I logged in. Sure enough, account banned for terms and service violation. Your account has been permanently banned. And I said, you know what? If I can't have the account, he can't have the account. So that's why we have the ban screen here. Now I'm Angry Collector on mine, which you'll see me when I make videos. I'm almost to level 60. I just got Killmonger to 455, which was like, oh my god, because I beat Act 5. Completion. I don't know why they call it completion. It's not really complete. Means you completed it. Exploration would be you explored it, like you only went through it once. But I got that, and I had an overflow tier 2 alpha, so I needed to use them. So Killmonger, I have like 24 days before I have 3 expiring, so I have to up Ultron, which I really don't want to, but if I have to, I have to. But that's the story. That's why the account is banned. Never buy an account. Maybe if you bought it off of eBay, maybe because you have PayPal behind you, but never buy an account off of anybody on Facebook, because they could literally just jump back into it. You heard my nightmare, my horror story. If you buy an account, they're probably not. If you buy an account and you do everything by the book, I have another account I bought for like $60. The guy's like, you want it for $60? I was like, yeah, why not? So I have that, and he hasn't been on it since. I mean, the guy I bought it from was actually on Cutthroat Kitchen, and he hasn't literally been on it. He's a good dude, but don't buy an account from anybody, because they could literally go in at any time and change, unless they let you change your email now, which when I did it, it was really difficult. But that's my story. Thank you. If you guys like the video, in the comment section, go ahead and tell me. If you looking back at me, you'll see, like I said, my name's Angry Collector. Obviously, I collect stuff, so obviously I'm not only going to do MCOC content, I'm going to do maybe gameplay content, PS4, Switch, Xbox One. Over here, we got Master System, we got Atari, we got Dreamcast, we got Nintendo, 64, GameCube, everything. Almost anything you could think of. I haven't got PC Engine, but it is what it is. I got this. That's going to be in play pretty soon. So that's the video. Thank you guys for sitting and listening to me. Like I said, never, ever, ever buy an account unless you know the dude, or he's good. It's hard to find. Build your own account. You'll take so much more pride in the account that you built, that you slaved into. Nobody can log into your stuff because you didn't let anybody log into it. But that's the video. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button, or don't. It is what it is. Thank you. Have a good night.